Hi, my name is Daniella Bordon. I'm currently the Director of Environment and Sustainability with BGP Offshore. And I started my career researching marine mammals. Eventually, I shifted to environmental management, and I think that role gives me more an influence of how the industry interacts with the environment. When I heard that theme for this year's Earth Day, it really clicked for me, because it basically means we have the power. We shouldn't wait for governments to fix the problems. And that's what I saw last year at COP30. Yes, there were big government negotiating goals and country targets and everything, but the real energy came from the floor. We won't wait anymore. We have the power, and we should fix. Around 7 years ago, we started this journey of changing the sustainability strategy at BGP. And the first thing we did was to become a member of the United Nations Global Compact, which is the United Nations Initiative for Sustainability, it's corporate sustainability. And we also use the Sustainable Development Goals as a framework, okay, to risk assess our operations, to make sure we are helping the world achieve the Sustainable Development Goals and not preventing from achieving. Also, we are right now in the United Nations Decade of Science, Ocean Science for Sustainable Development. And as part of this initiative, we have done several projects that were endorsed by the UN Ocean Decade to help the world towards a better place. There was one time where we were implementing a program in Nigeria that was called Empowering Nigeria, where we looked for students so we can train them for them to become marine mammal observers on our vessels, because we couldn't find competent people there. And during the program, where our environmental coordinator was there giving them training, they basically mentioned to her that when a whale appears dead on the beach, they consider it as a blessing, because the village sometimes is so poor that they don't have enough food. That we were first shocked, because we work with whales, we really like marine animals, but we realized that the level of what people need in their lives can change a lot. I mean, we are talking about preserving the environment and saving the whale, but we should also remember that some people depend on that to live. So it actually gave us more motivation to continue giving them a means of livelihood, so they can have a career and don't depend on such a thing anymore. They can have their own livelihood from then on. Honestly, the biggest problem and challenge is the speed, because we're in a big corporation, and big corporations don't change quickly, right? Besides that, there's all these geopolitical changes that are happening today. But my answer is, don't wait for perfect conditions. No, we in BGP, we don't frame green and low carbon exploration as a cost. We frame it as a strategy that the company needs to take, because it doesn't only help the environment, it's something that will help us in the future, our competitiveness as well. Right? We don't wait for the perfect conditions, just go with what we have, treat it as a strategy and as a benefit for Earth and for the business as well. Yeah, I get that question a lot. And I would say pick one thing. Pick one thing and stick to that. Be consistent. Not driving once a week and walking to work or taking a bicycle. Here in China is so practical to do these things, right? Or don't waste food, because food is a major cause of emissions. So pick one thing and stick to it, because something that you do consistently is much better than a bigger action that you do just once a year. So that's my suggestion to you.